Okay, so we're going to talk about how do we end the game. So first of all, the main thing to think about is what is going to be the score at which you end the game. I'm going to suggest use 3. Whoever gets 3 points first. It's not how actual Pong works. Actual Pong works at 11, but when you're testing your game, you don't want to have to get to 11 points in order to see if your game over screen wins. And I don't want to get to 11 on everybody's game either. So let's say it's best of 3. Whoever gets the 3 points first is the winner. So that's going to go inside your game function. It's just something you're constantly checking to see if either player's score has reached 3, then you want to trigger the game over mode. So that's part of it. But then the second part is when you make your game over screen, you're supposed to declare who won, who is the winner of this game. So I just got an example here of the void game over. And what I'm going to suggest basically is to just divide it into sort of 2 different sections. If you've already made 2 modes, like game over 1 and game over 2 or something, that's okay. But you're going to repeat a lot of code that's in there. So I'd recommend just having some kind of if-else statement in here. You might have noticed we've used a lot of if-else statements as sort of the with the main piece of the curriculum that we're working on. So you can take your game over function and just break it into an if-else type of thing. And then what is going to be your condition? Well, depends on who won the game, right? So whoever's score is bigger, then you can draw a specific game over a screen for that. So I have a left score and a right score variable. So I would just say something like, hey, if left score is greater than right score, there shouldn't be a tie. It shouldn't be possible. So I wouldn't even worry about that possibility. So if left score is greater than the right score, well, I guess the left score, or the left person won. It doesn't have to be left or right. It could be pink versus black or whatever your situation is. But I know that this player won. So then I can put in all the function calls for drawing the left player wins, and putting out maybe making the text the same color as the left paddle and that kind of stuff. So you can create sort of the game over screen for the left player winning in this area, and then you'd have a brace, and then you can say else. And I wouldn't even bother saying else if, because if left score wasn't bigger, then the only other possibility was right score is bigger. So you can just say if else. And then in this space here, I don't have quite enough room, this is where you could draw your game over screen for the right player winning. So you can just kind of break it into 2 separate possibilities. If there's something that's common between both screens, like maybe you're going to have, it's always going to be black background, then you can put that before these if statements. Or if it's going to be something that's always at the end, like a button, say a restart button, you can put that after these if statements. So things that are common between both of these win screens, then put before or after, and then it'll be in both, no matter what. So it's a good way to break down your game over screen into a reasonably tight bit of code, and you can make them look however you want to make them look, but at least make sure it's clear who is the winner of the game. Okay? Hope that was clear. Thanks, everybody. Was there